She's like, well, what tastes better? I don't know. I don't taste. I'm like, nigga, so you ain't never had Sprite in your life, my nigga?
I mean, she could, never mind.
Yeah, so anyway.
She wouldn't know if it was bitter or not.
That's what makes head different.
That's my ex-girlfriend.
You close up on the face, though.
Like I was shooting and laughing at the same time.
You know what time it is, man. Homegrownradio.net. One more again.
Man, let's go on and kind of get into things, man. The Top Shelf Company. Can you give people a brief rundown of we kind of told people obviously the caliber of artists that you've been dealing with, but just from your own mouth, man, give them a breakdown of the Top Shelf Company.
A couple years ago, it was I had like 5 directors under me, and I was more so on the executive producer side of things. You know, due to different things, you know, directors not being as creative as possible, not being able to write treatments, not getting along with artists, you know, it wasn't cutting it, and I found myself like losing the job. So me, I was all about taking 15% of everybody's job. So I said, why would I just work by myself when I could take, 5 jobs going on at once? But a lot of those guys fell off, and instead of me losing a job, I just got back to my roots of, photography and decided to shoot it myself.
Okay.
So I'm not dealing with, certain people anymore, but I got, a crew of people that we working together, and I'm building like the new, grooming younger guys under me.
I kind of want to get your take on where you feel like your vision is as a photographer and how you kind of blossom that into directing and all of that.
Man, that's a good question.
I know it's gonna be a long-winded one, but I definitely want to get that sense of the style.
You know what? I've been surrounded by cameras forever. Like my mom's, just from when we was little, she always had cameras. She's from Jamaica, so she went from Jamaica to New York to here, and in the process of doing that, she was still documenting her experience. You know what I mean? So she had cameras, forever. So I'm just big on capturing emotion, soul, and just really, getting in the mood of, photography. Like whatever's going on in that environment, I like to just run with that, and apply that to the video. So
it's kind of been embedded in you from day one then.
Definitely. And on the creativity side, to answer that question, it's more like, I deal with a lot of times where I run into like mental roadblocks where I can't be as creative as, I want to, but like I said, I just run with it whenever it comes to me.
Just gotta roll with it.
I just let it flow and just go with it.
What's the main important element as to what you want to bring to the forefront in 2013 with the Top Shelf?
With me, I always say, like, it's deeper than the camera and it's bigger than videos. Like, I don't want to limit, what I'm doing or what we're doing in the future. Like, I really want Top Shelf to be, a creative brand. Like, whether it's going to start in film production, TV and movies is the goal, but, I got a big music background. My brother was in the industry for a long time, used to manage Black Eyed Peas. Used to be at Buzz Tone Management, they had EPMD, Cypress Hill, a bunch of people. So I love music. That's like really my first love. So if I can just be a creative brand, like a boutique creative agency, that's really the goal.
What's the importance of the foot market and now in today's age with everything being digital, and how do you apply that to the company?
With street promotions, I feel like the game actually needs to get back to that. Because
yes.
I grew up in an era where, I was going to the Slauson Swap meet to get a white tee, but you walk outside, you see Daz Dillinger with his trunk open.
Right.
He's already a millionaire.
Right.
He's already got money from the death row days. He already won that lawsuit from Suge, got hella money. When I seen him still outside with his trunk open selling hard copies of the CD, it really hit home, because the thing about the internet is, in the music game, like none of it is real.
Right.
Like none of it. It's rappers with 30,000 followers, but they ain't got a car.
Damn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you think about it.
Well, they got them 30,000 followers and none of them buying their album when they come out.
Right. That's another thing. No disrespect to Chief Keef, I love his groundwork. I think he's at 100,000 copies now, but it's like, those YouTube hits. You know, when you getting 28 million hits, but then you only selling 50,000 records, something's not registered. You know, and that just goes back to the game not being real.